Now, while British troops were fighting during the Second World War, they were instructed to keep an extra eye on their gossiping wives and girlfriends. Propaganda posters produced by the Ministry of Information revealed that women were not to be trusted and were depicted as incapable of keeping sensitive information to themselves. Cheek!
Oh, really?
Yes! Cheek! Ladies, would you be able to keep stum anything your partner might have told you? And, you know, do you want them to keep stum about things that you tell them?
Yeah, I'm quite trustworthy, actually, believe it or not. And if someone tells me not to tell anyone, I don't tell anyone.
Not even Mark?
No, not even Mark, no. One of my friends was pregnant and she didn't want anybody to know. And she told me, and I didn't even tell Mark. And I was quite pleased with myself.
Very good,
yeah, I don't tell him
like
everything, but actually, you know, after the last conversation we just had, I probably could, because he wouldn't be listening, so it doesn't really matter.
But do you think he should know everything about your past? You know, people say, oh, we tell each other everything.
Well, he can know anything he wants, but I'm not about to sit there and go through...
No.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've written it in a book, so you can read that when it comes out, and then he will know everything. But, you know, he kind of thinks I'm trying to keep it from him at the moment. And the other day I went home and he said, "Did you have sex in a sauna?" And I went, "Yeah, why? How do you know that?" And what it was like a piece that had come out of the book that I printed that was in the shredder, and he was doing the shredding and he was reading it. So he was trying to find things out.
Well, mind you, when I was writing my book, Mr. Spain read each chapter as I wrote it, and he kept saying, "Oh, not another bloke," he said. "Can't we lose a few of these?" Excuse me.
But does he get funny? Does he get funny about it?
No, he's I'm very lucky, actually. He's brilliant. He really... And he knows most things. But I wouldn't, like, I wouldn't kind of think, now, I'd better go through the whole lot, you know, before we get any further. No. But, on the other hand, I think it's quite interesting sometimes. If you had a girlfriend, say, and she told me something that I thought might colour his opinion of her, I probably, you know, wouldn't tell, because, you know, they can be funny blokes sometimes, can't they, if they have an opinion.
They can be a bit judgmental.
Well, they can, actually, yes.
Do you tell Paul everything?
If I've got a girlfriend who's confided in me, and she knows Paul as well, I'll probably say, "Is it a secret, but can I tell Paul?" And then I would probably tell him. But I think a lot of it is, I don't think blokes do want to know everything. I don't think they do. I mean, there are things in my past that I quite like the fact that Paul doesn't know about them. It's quite nice, you know, I was a fully formed person when I met him, with a past that every now and again I sit on my own and have a think about, and it makes me smile. You know?
Do you ask him about his past? Do you want to know about his past? Or care?
Well, I think I know about his past, and I think he's probably been quite discerning in what he's given away as well. I think there's a massive responsibility involved in what you tell somebody if it's a secret. Because I think, in some ways, it can be dumping on people. Do you know what I mean? I think you have to take responsibility.
I would be furious. If a girlfriend tells me anything, I never, ever assume that that is information for Eamon to be shared with Eamon. And I would be furious if I told a girlfriend something about me, whatever it was, and she just assumed that that's, you know, information to share with her husband. I would be really unhappy.
Why?
Because I think it's breaking confidence. She hasn't told me and Eamon. She's told me.
Yes.
You know, if she says, "Oh, Eamon can know."
Some people do.
Yeah. And I do think it colours a man's judgment. I think, you know, there may be things I know about some of my friends that I think if Eamon did know that, he might have a different opinion of someone I know he likes.
He's gonna go home tonight and go, "Go on then, what? Tell me."
I'm saying nothing. My lips are sealed. I'm very discreet, and tell me anything you want, OK? So any problems you want to share after the show, please do. OK, then.